Yes, indeed, folks. You are listening to Blue Please here on CynicalBrit.com with myself, Total Biscuit. Those of you who missed it, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it last show. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I will be at DreamHack. Incidentally, I will definitely, by the looks of it, be at DreamHack. So, if you want to go meet up at DreamHack, absolutely there may possibly be some kind of booth presence that I may or may not be involved in. We'll see. Anyway. Got to let that fester and see what we can get sorted out over there, but I will definitely be there. What else? Oh yeah, I'll also be at the I-41 I-Series event. That's the... when the hell is that? That's the second weekend of November. As to whether or not I'm casting the StarCraft 2 there, I don't know yet. It's looking likely, but there are no confirmations, so... we shall see. If you go on the I-Series event down in Newbury, that massive, great, stonking, huge LAN event down there as well, then we shall see. Okay, folks, because this never, ever, ever, ever gets old. Actually, I'm looking at the time at the moment, and I think... I need to watch the Dungeons & Raids panel, but the thing is, you can VOD it, so... whatever, I'll just let the show run on longer, it's not a big deal. Although that might annoy people. If you want to tune out in the last 15 minutes to go watch the Dungeons & Raids panel on the stream, I really don't blame you, by the way. But since you can rewind it, which is nice, considering it's totally broken otherwise, then, yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. We're going to have a look at the forums, folks, because you know what? Imbecile of the Week used to be something I did a long, long time ago. I go and look for a forum thread that was dumb. This was back in the day when I had to look. Now I just point my finger randomly at the screen, and inevitably I will find something incredibly stupid, which is why I'm doing this right now on the EU forums. I choose you! Okay. Is this actually stupid? We might have... Hearth of the Phoenix. Interesting. Nice start. Okay. Well, that was fairly dumb, but I can't do an entire thread about that. Can't even spell Heart of the Phoenix, folks. Good start to this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I just want to know why my Hearth of the Phoenix is not instant autocast anymore when my pet dies. But it's a talent that I need to press. Can this be fixed? What should I do? Hearth of the Phoenix. Ah! Let's find something silly, shall we? Shouldn't be too problematic. Is that real or fake? Realm First 85. Heirloom prices are too high. Yeah, BlizzCon Ray V. Now, that's not going to be stupid, because I've tried the Ray V player. It's a frickin' joke. Lurky removed? Well, no. Yeah, it's a known bug. That's actually been fixed. Okay, we don't have to worry too much about that. Because of all of this BlizzCon stuff, it's mostly a BlizzCon stream is down, BlizzCon stream is down, BlizzCon stream is down, BlizzCon stream is down. Oh, no. This might be good. Oh, actually, this is all sensible. As much as I would like. Actually, no, this will be perfect. Because we're going to do a little bit of reverse Imbecile of the Week right here. I'll put a link for you in the IRC channel. If you're not already there and you're listening to the live show, go and head on over to the IRC chat button at the top of the screen on CynicalBrit.com. So, the poster, the original poster, is absolutely right here. Right, so this thread actually says, Sigh, I'm so fed up with the community in general. Being vanilla/old school player, I've seen WoW change every time. Some changes ended up great, some went smooth, and yeah, most big patches brought issues or imbalanced situations. What I'm finding sad is mostly that people are acting with nerd rage. I mean, why post a thread that you're going to cancel your account? You and I both know if you ain't bluffing, you would buy Cataclysm and pop playtime on it. This is and always will be a game. Gaming is meant to be entertaining, relaxing, and after a day of work, when you're done with your house tasks and homework or whatever, you boot it up and you play for a few hours. Sure, you got no lifers. Trust me, I've been through periods of playing 18 hours a day. How did you find content to play 18 hours a day? Anyway. He goes on and say, yeah, blah, 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 oh, Blizzard just in for the money, etc., etc. Why post? Well, it's a very good point, really, because why post? But, of course, the bleeding hearts and those who believe that their opinion matters far more than it actually does, well, they post. They continue to post. Here we go. It's from Orion, Twilight Brigade. He managed to misspell Orion. Because, misspelled, so let me try and pronounce this phonetically. Bikasu, Blizzard asks you to post when you cancel your account. No, they don't. They don't ask you to do that. Are you kidding? If everyone posted when they cancelled their account, it would be a disaster. You couldn't do anything. You cannot be serious. That's an ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous thing to say. I mean, lordy. Think about it for a second. Think of how many people on sub on a daily basis. If each of them posted a thread, the forums would be unusable. Completely and totally unusable. I was given the same message but didn't post a thread about it, just trying to be somewhat constructive. Well, sometimes. Okay, right, so you agree that for the majority of the time you are not, in fact, being constructive, you're being an idiot. I see. Okay, at least you're honest about it. That's a cut above most of the idiots. Maybe that's why you see so many posts. No, you see so many posts because people think their opinion matters way more. You see so many posts because there are people like last week. Yeah, last week. I remember last week. Last week was a goddamn disaster. Because, well, you remember that one, don't you? I am an investor. Pfft, I am an investor. Please. People that don't understand the difference between investor and customer. I am an investor, folks. I must make my voice heard. Oh, please. 17 days left on my account as I don't see the point in playing the game in its current state prior to Cataclysm. No, you can't have my stuff. I'll be renewing for Cata. Okay, that's reasonable. Try to see it from other people's perspective. No one expected a patch in this state to ever see live and filled with changes that don't work with the current content. Yeah, true. But here's the thing. You don't post saying you're cancelling. Because you don't need to. You want to know why? There's an interface in the cancel menu that allows you, ladies and gentlemen, it allows you to put in a reason. That's where you tell them. You don't post on the forum. If you have something constructive to say, one, look for a thread that already exists. Because most of them, they're already there. Somebody's already posted a thread about it. Post in that. You see so many people posting all sorts of stuff. I say, oh, well, unique and beautiful snowflake. I need my own thread. That other thread is just inferior. What ho? Oh, please. That's the problem with the forums, really. People think their opinion matters so bloody much. And someone said it in the IRC channel very, very well, actually. They think they're part of a community. That they are actually well known. No, they're not part of a community. They're absolutely 110% not part of a community. It's not a community. It's a cesspit. Please. It is. It is an absolute, total, freaking cesspit. I don't see a community within those forums, and I posted on them for 4 or 5 years. There's just nothing. Is there anything else in this thread? WoW is dying. As soon as it was created, it was on a downward spiral to death. How long it takes is the key point. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know if he's trying to be philosophical there, or if he's just saying, oh, well, you know, it was better in the old days. Because it wasn't, you know. People like to claim it was better than the old days. It really wasn't. So bad. Oh, wow. Just threads, man. These kind of threads are an absolute, total disaster area. People insist on putting forward their dumb opinion as to why they are cancelling. And you know what? It actually is a poisonous thing to do. People don't like to hear that. If there is an issue, there will no doubt be a thread on it. And of course, that thread will turn into absolute junk. You want to know why it'll turn into junk? Because someone will get offended by it. Something will be said that personally offends someone, and as soon as that happens, the thread is dead, because it will degenerate into a flame war. Because as soon as people start taking things personally, it's game over. You can't have rational discussion anymore. And honestly, if you're going to quit, put your reason in the box. You know what? You know what would happen, yeah? If 10,000 people unsubbed one day, and they all put the same reason in the box, that, ladies and gentlemen, would actually get Blizzard's attention. Posting a thread? No. I don't care. It'll degenerate into a flame war and they'll get locked. What? They're not going to listen. They're not going to pay attention to that. And more to the point, you're using the forum as your own personal blog. And that's bad for everybody else. Because like I said before, what happens if 10,000 people quit one day and they all posted a thread? Well, for one thing, the forums would crash. It would be unusable for days. I've seen, actually, there have been a few occasions whereby that has actually happened. Where people have all just posted their own threads as some kind of protest. And that wasn't even with 10,000 people. That was with like 100. And still, the forums were unusable for days as a direct result of it. Absolutely, I respect and would indeed implore people to vote with their feet. If they are not enjoying the game, then unsub. Come back when it's good, or if it's not good and if it doesn't meet your expectations anymore, don't pay for it. Why do you pay for a service that's substandard? But what you don't do, ladies and gentlemen, what you absolutely do not do is pollute the forums by spamming your nonsense there and just... It goes back to this whole unique and beautiful snowflake nonsense. You're not that important, folks. I'm sorry. Nobody is. I'm not. And I have a platform. And I'm still would never post a thread like that. Because I'm not that important and no one is. If there are issues, vote with your frickin' feet. Please. My name is Total Biscuit, and you are listening to Blue Please, here on CynicalBrit.com. Oh man, the Raids and Dungeons panel looks like it's starting in a couple of minutes. There's a nice bit of Cataclysm B-roll on there as well. Interesting stuff. I have to have a look at that. Shall I do the Q&A? Yeah, why not? I can always rewind the Raids and Dungeons panel. That sounds like a fairly reasonable bet. Cataclysm Q&A after the break, folks. Email in themurloc@gmail.com. That is themurloc@gmail.com with any questions you might happen to have for the Cataclysm Q&A. We'll do shout-outs at the end of the show, as always. So, in the meantime, I am going to give you some music. Bit of Sabbath sounds like a good idea to me, honestly. Bit of Wizard. Enjoy.